It's Friday the 30th of January 2026. These are pictures, another picture I put together today of mass species, whales, all species showing up emaciated. That was yesterday's thumbnail for yesterday's. And that was the day before. All these emaciated whales of all species. And nobody's worried about that. Nobody's concerned about that. Greenpeace is not bringing it up. Sea shepherd conservation is not conservation. We've never seen anything like this. And nobody's worried about it. We don't see any reactions. I put last night's show up on BitChute. This video right now is for BitChute. I'm going to post it on BitChute after the show here. And it's for David Icke. I want David Icke to look at all these whales. I want him to appreciate how incredibly insane this story that we're talking about actually is. And the urgency of this story. How is there a more important story? Why is politics superseding the extinction of all species? Why are you wasting your time talking about politics when we have all species now we're exterminating? It's not just whales. Japan reactors, I mean, if you want fake news, this is just a handful of the media pretending they're 150 feet above the building, but that doesn't outrage a single person on BitChute. Not a single person on BitChute has posted that picture or mentioned me without being derogatory. And, you know, do you really think you're invincible to this stuff? You really think that radiation's not going to hurt you? You really think that this didn't happen? You really think there's no adverse effects from this? You really think Canada, United States, and the entire planet wasn't buried in massive amounts of radioactive fallout? That is documented. And we've been covering this nonstop in desperation for the world to have a conversation. Nobody's having a conversation, and they're having the opposite. You're having the opposite. You're having the opposite? Well, you got an extinction event playing out that is, how loud do I got to scream? What is it I got to do to get your attention? Why is it that this is not important to you? What is about this is it doesn't fucking terrify you? What part about this you think is not fucking real? Do you think I tell fucking lies or something? You think all these research expeditions were for naught? So you can yell about politics, but you can't yell about the most important facet of your life, the species on the fucking planet? You don't think that's important? You think a political argument is more fucking important than all the species on your planet? You're out there wasting your fucking time on a politician instead of fighting for your species and fighting for your right to exist on this fucking planet, and you're being snuffed out. You're being snuffed out. Why don't you wake up? Why don't you smarten up? Why don't you grow up and act like a fucking adult on this planet? What are you waiting for? Japan, the food was banned by 55 fucking countries. You picked up 30 million one-ton bags, but you're not even checking your food? Because you're better than everybody, you're smarter than everybody, because you're screaming at a politician, you're wasting your fucking time on Trump and everybody else? These are pictures from my research expeditions. The species to the left are actually exterminated. I know I only spent 6 fucking years, 4 to 5 months a year on the ocean getting the shit kicked out of me. Everybody laughed at me, attacked me, didn't have the common sense to ask the question, what if I'm fucking right? I got 3 subscribers on BitChute? Really? That's it? For the most important subject on the entire planet? Have no prominence anywhere? For the most important story in human fucking history? You're out there whacking off the fucking videos instead of whacking the industry for fucking destroying your future and your loved one's future and poisoning every species on the planet? You really think this is going to fucking recover? I went for 6 years, the species never came back. Where's your common sense? Where's your fortitude? Where's your courage? You don't see anything important about an extinction event. that's now documented, is unequivocally documented. And waste all your fucking time yelling about politicians while everything is snuffed out in front of your eyes. Well, there never was many species. Never was many insects. There never was many fucking whales. Is that what you're going to tell yourself every morning to justify ignoring the most important story in human history? An actual fucking extinction event right in front of your eyes, and you refuse to open your eyes. It means you're a fucking idiot. It means you're a moron. It means you're a loser. You always will be. You're not going to fight for the species. You're a fucking idiot. Because you're next. Do you think that this is a game? Do you think I have dedicated my life to a fucking game? Do you think all those species don't deserve a fucking voice? Do you think you're better off without the fucking species? You think that's going to cure anything? You think that's going to fucking solve anything? Starved to death. As I showed you, the food chain is fucking broken. The species are gone. They didn't come back. I went back for 5 more years. The species didn't recover. It's called an extinction event. But, oh no. Now we're way down the rabbit hole. Now we're all these years down the road and everything is emaciated. You still refuse to raise your voice. That's all you got to do. They can't win. They can't beat you. If you grow up and mature enough to learn a few fucking things about Mother Nature and include that in your fucking narratives out there. I'm reaching out to David Icke because he has a big audience. Hopefully he's fucking mature enough to appreciate what I'm saying is desperation. It's desperation. Why ain't you listening? Why don't you fucking care? What the fuck is wrong with your heads? This was my video last night, 94 fucking views on a 2-hour video of emaciated whales. The day before that, a 2-hour video of emaciated whales gets 106 fucking views. How much evidence do you want? I'll get it for you tomorrow morning. I'll be back online. Tell me what you fucking need to get your asses in gear out there, and I'll go fucking find it for you. I already got it, no doubt. I already done the work year after fucking year. Well, you're jacking off to BitChute videos and YouTube fucking videos. When are you going to grow up and get fucking to war? Because they're going to war against you. When are you going to man up? When are you going to fucking gut up? When are you going to be somebody? When are you going to stop being a fucking moron, chasing politicians' narratives around, and get busy? The nuclear industry has gone to war against you and is poisoning everybody. There's heart problems, liver problems, lung problems, respiratory, pituitary, thyroid, adrenaline, Alzheimer's, dementia, autism. Have you seen that all spike after Fukushima? What the fuck is wrong with you? I provide you all the documentation and you still can't. You got the courage to go out and scream at politicians, but you don't have the courage to fight for your fucking loved ones' lives? You pathetic fucking excuses for a human on this planet. Do you really think that these species, you think I made all this fucking up? You think I cooked all this fucking up? You think this is not real? You think that you're going to be fucking non-affected? Every fucking species of whales is emaciated. That doesn't concern you. That doesn't fucking worry you? You really think that you're going to avoid that too? You think you're going to avoid the death from this fucking industry? Do you realize in a couple of years there won't be a whale? What are you going to say then? Going to go find a politician you can yell at? There's no more important story than what we're looking at there right now. We got every species of whales. And don't mind the media. The media's going to try to blame it on tin cans and pop bottles and garbage and cardboard. Skinny whales. Like, you don't take a 400,000 fucking pound whale and call it skinny when it's weighing 60, 70,000 pounds. You call it an extinction event. These whales are showing up in severe emaciation. I've just spent 6 days, 6 shows in a row, showing you emaciated whale after emaciated whale worldwide, acknowledged, skinny, malnourished, emaciated is all the same thing. Not enough to eat. They're fucking starving to death. That's an actual emaciated whale. What we're seeing is next level emaciation. If that's an emaciated whale, take a good look at that. Imprint that into your fucking head for a second. If that's an emaciated whale, and that's what they're calling it, what the fuck is that? It's supposed to weigh 380,000 pounds and maybe weighs 20 of bones and skin. You don't think that's worthy of fighting for? You ignore that? You ignore that? All these emaciated whales? You don't think that's a broken food chain that can never be repaired and that's an extinction for all the other species? Just because you can't see it, radiation or smell radiation or hear radiation or feel radiation or touch radiation, doesn't mean it's not catastrophically affects on the human bodies and animals, birds and insects and everything else. You get a single atom in your body attacks it for the rest of your life with white blood cells and builds a tumor around it. You can put 200 million atoms in the head of a needle. You can't fucking see it. How are you going to see one of them? And because it pulses energy at the speed of light every second, your body attacks it every second for the rest of your life with white blood cells, which displaces red blood cells in your body. The more you get in your body, the more red or white blood cells you got in your body, the less red. Red carries oxygen and nutrition. These are just... It's almost too much for me to believe that the world is willing to sleepwalk, not refusing to fight back, refusing to even consider it, refusing to even acknowledge it. Lord knows I tried. I wish we had 1 or 2 other fucking people out there trying on this entire fucking planet. Emaciated whale of every species after emaciated whale. And when you look at it, that's considered an emaciated species. Wrap your mind around that statement. That's considered an emaciated whale. A fin whale at that. Well, what do you call this? It's and because it's in the ocean, it's able to buoyancy and survive that long. But if it doesn't make it onto the beach, it'll sink. It has to be alive to show up on the beach in that kind of emaciation because there's no fat, there's no muscle, there's no blubber. I'm furious that everybody is fucking silent of an extinction event. You're all worried about an extinction event, and I'm showing it to you. You're not even fucking going to blink an eye. What the fuck is wrong with you? What bizarre little fucking world do you exist in when this doesn't matter to you? How the fuck did you become that compartmentalized that every species showing up emaciated and everything else has disappeared in your coastlines, your tidal zones, and you're not able to comprehend the enormity of that? I'm going to fight for you as often and as much as I can. But it's a lot fucking better if you fought alongside of me. I've been at this for so long, I should be able to retire. You should all be educated and go to the fucking war against the nuclear industry, against nuclear power plants, the disease factories that will eventually wipe out humanity anyway. But Fukushima was a pulse event where you lost 36 reactor cores. Not 4 reactors, not 1 reactor, but 36 reactor cores melted down. There was 8 reactor cores at the top of each of these fucking buildings. 30-year-old buildings. Minimum 8 reactor cores, counting the reactor core they had there. That's 9 reactor cores. That's 36 reactor cores. Each reactor core is pure uranium, pure plutonium. They're massive sizes. In comparison to Chernobyl was a small reactor. It was a new reactor. It was a graphite reactor. It didn't have fuel pools at the top of the fucking buildings. Each one of these reactors at Fukushima were equal to at least 100 Chernobyls. Chernobyl, they closed 9,400 farms in Ireland, Scotland, and the United Kingdom, right in David Icke's backyard. He should know about this stuff. His legacy should never be ignoring this. He knows who I am. But yet he put up Ernie Gunnarsson and Helen Caldicott instead of me. The propaganda wings of the nuclear industry itself. Not knowing the difference. Thinking he's doing the right thing, I hope. I've done these research expeditions for 6 fucking years. The species didn't come back till you left. They're exterminated. I'm an ex-commercial diver on top of that. The evidence we have is incontestable. It's unassailable. And everybody finds every excuse in the fucking book not to even consider this conversation. Why is that? How do you detach yourself from a story like this? What part of this is it you can't wrap your fucking mind around? 6 years later, they still didn't come back. That's called an extinction event. And now we got all the whales of every species, excluding no species, showing up severely emaciated. You have to fight back. You have to hold this fucking industry accountable. There is nothing more important. There should be tens of thousands of people out there gone to war against this industry on every video and every story and every conversation. The evidence is in my videos, in my playlist. You can get educated in just a couple of fucking days. I'm making these videos because they're fun. There's not fucking fun about an extinction event. I'm making them in absolute, unequivocal desperation to try to get your fucking asses a future. Because you won't fucking do it. You're too busy being a moron chasing politicians' narratives. How the fuck is this not important to you? What planet are you from? Are you a fucking alien or something that you don't give a fuck about life? My last video, someone said, good, I'm glad the whales are gone. What the fuck is going through your head? Do you really think it's that simple? You really think it's not all the other species? You really think this is not going to destroy the health and the integrity of every human on the planet too? And your loved ones, your friends, your family, yourself? You really think you're fucking invisible? You really think you're Spider-Man and the Hulk and it can't affect you because you're fucking better than everybody because you yell at a politician every fucking day?
Standing is on top of what used to.
All the media pretending they're on a billion that don't exist. The only starfish I found were severely full of tumors. Instead of a big, beautiful, unimaginably just magical coastline full of species, it's exterminated. And I got to get out here and yell at you in the hope that might get your fucking lazy asses in gear. Or are you just cowards? Or are you fucking stupid or something? I'm beginning to think you must be stupid. Lord knows I was on BitChute for 5 years. They took down my fucking channel. My new channel got 3 subscribers since I started it. I've been doing this for almost 15 fucking years. Why ain't you fighting for your life? Because it depends on you. Nobody else is going to fight for you. You better fucking fight for it. They don't have a right to destroy us. And that's what they're doing. And because you're so fucking complacent, and you're making everybody else around you complacent, because you're too fucking stupid to realize what a nuclear meltdown really means, I'm here to fucking teach you. Get your ass busy. Get in my fucking playlist on YouTube, ShitTube, and get yourself fucking educated. And smarten up. Stop poisoning yourself. Shut these fucking disease factories down. Now fuck off and go get fucking busy. I'm tired of fucking fighting and screaming and yelling for you.